Hey guys, we need to have a long talk. There has been so much going on. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a little while. It's been a crazy time lately, and it's some good, a lot bad. I've been really struggling with it, to be honest, and my family's going through a really hard time right now, and where do I start? Alright, let's start at the beginning. So first things, let's start with a more positive thing. So, I don't think I've ever talked to you about my dad's. So basically, my birth father, yeah, you know what I mean. What there? Apparently I can't speak. Anyway, me and my dad haven't really had much of a relationship over the years. It's been kind of strained. I didn't feel like he was around much when I was younger, and I was really angry and bitter, and so when he did reach out, I shut him out, and I wasn't ready to hear it. And recently that's something that came up. Like, I've done a lot of work on myself healing wise. I'm still doing a lot of work. I mean, that's not ever gonna stop, but it's been a time. But I stopped being angry and bitter about it all, and I found I was just sad. I found that I just missed him, and that I felt bad for, like, we both made mistakes. You know, I made a lot of mistakes with the relationship, and we both made mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And so I wrote a letter saying everything I felt and apologising, and basically we're back in contact now, which is really good actually. I'm really happy about that. And I'm meeting up with him soon, so that's scary and frightening, and I'm worried it's going to be awkward and all the what ifs are going through my head, but I think I'm excited too. To be honest, it still hasn't processed. It's still, like, hasn't processed in my head, but then there's been so much other crap going on. So, sorry for swearing, I don't usually do that on this, but there probably might be a few curse words in this update. That's one thing. That's a good thing. So, I am excited to see him, and I'm excited to start the relationship again. I don't know what will come of it, but fingers crossed it's all good, and yeah, we'll see where it goes, I suppose. So that's been one big change in my life, which has been a scary thing, and I think it was one of my fears to face that, and facing that. There's been a lot of stuff with fear lately with me. Been facing a lot of fears and stuff lately, which is difficult, but good too. I'm happy about it. I'm happy that I'm facing them, and, like, I want to heal and I want to grow. At the moment I'm really blocked. I think I'm quite blocked emotionally. I'm calling up to get, like, some help with it. Maybe a hypnotherapy session or something, so I can see what happens there. But yeah, so basically the stuff that's kind of blocking me at the moment is this. Right, so starting off, oh my god, I feel really uncomfortable talking about this. Please bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to say too much about it as well, because I want to respect this person's privacy and, like, identity and stuff like that. But basically, how do I say this? Someone kissed someone, and I had a bit of an STD scare because of that. It was only a kiss, like, I didn't go anywhere near anything else, so this is a bit of an adult topic, guys, so warning there. I'll put a warning at the beginning of this, but I had a bit of a scare with that, an STD scare with that, through the kiss, because they had something, have something, and I was, like, fucking terrified that I was gonna get it, or that I was gonna have it, and basically I was shaking for, like, 2 days straight. I was panicked out of my mind, and I really believed that I was going to get it, that I had it. And then I went to the doctors and they couldn't do tests, but they took a look and I told them all the things about it and the factors, and they were basically like, they basically said they're not worried about it. Like, they said there's like less than 1% chance, and I had 2 medical opinions, 2 doctors say they confidently say that I don't have it, I haven't got it. 2 medical opinions, 2 doctors said that. So, and it's like a less than 1% chance given all the factors. Like, it's almost 0% chance. And two doctors said that I don't have it, basically. Which did really reassure me, but that part of me that believed I have it, that believed that, is still kind of there. I think it's mostly rumination, worry, anxiety. It's lessened a lot, which is great, and I believe that a lot less. That part of me is like shrunk a lot, which I'm really grateful for. And I'm starting to become more calm, I think, as the like anxiety and fear and things are slowly calming down. I think that's what a lot of it was. It was I didn't realise how afraid I was of STDs and getting something like that until like that's the scare. I didn't realise how much that was going to affect me. And it made me realise a lot of things, actually. A lot of things. It unfortunately, that friendship with this person, it made me realise that we wouldn't work. And it made me realise we wouldn't work romantically. And it made me realise that we don't work as friends. And it's not just the scare thing, it's other stuff too, which I'm not really going to say because privacy and stuff with this person, but it's other stuff too. And I just realised that I was putting so much time and effort into this friendship and not really get anything out of it. The friendship wasn't working, and it hadn't been for a while, and I'd been making excuses for that. And so, although it's really sad to end such a long friendship, sometimes you just got to do what's best for yourself, you know? And this is what's best for me. And I know that it is. It sucks sometimes. Life sucks sometimes, guys. And I can feel right now this should be affecting me much more emotionally as I talk about this, but I'm blocked, and I'm getting help with that. I'm gonna go see someone about that and like try and release and heal some stuff and work on it. I think I'm gonna need some help with this one because it's probably been the biggest thing so far. I know that's gonna keep changing because the biggest stuff will probably come up, but oh god, it's been such a struggle. So it also brought up a lot of trauma, like past trauma from being bullied at school, about like I got a lot of comments about my cleanliness. I wasn't like a dirty kid or like anything like that, but it's what everyone always like used to tease me about, if I had a wash, or I got this note once upon a time stuck on my back, I remember, at school. It was a really, really disgusting sexual note, and in the past, I've been touched inappropriately by a man, and it's sad because when you ask girls if they've been touched inappropriately, a lot of them are going to say yes. It's sad how normal that seems to be. It really, really is. And that's affected me a lot, and the bullying, like I've got OCD, and it's left me with a feeling of, I suppose, uncleanliness, like you're dirty. And for a long, long time, I also struggled with still seeing myself as a child, like sexually, and like, this is a really adult topic, so please beware, but like, say pleasuring yourself or stuff like that, I felt ashamed or guilty when it's all completely natural. I mean, that's partly media taboo, but I felt like it was wrong or dirty, and it's not. It's a completely natural thing. And I've healed that. I've done a lot of work on that and I've healed that. But it brought back that feeling, and it made me feel like this whole experience and the scare made me feel dirty and unclean and ashamed more than ever before. And that was a really horrid feeling. I hated that feeling. I hated feeling so scared. I was so scared for my health, and I know it's like the tiny percentage, but it scared me so freaking much, and it brought up some past life trauma. I don't know if you guys believe in that, but in a past life I was a racing driver, and I believe that I came to an untimely end when my car like went out of control in that past life and died in a fiery car crash. And I think I was similar to that age I am now, and that the scare bringing it up, because I was so like, I believed that I had it because I was so scared. And that fear still comes up every now and then, but I believe because of that, like, I was so convinced that I was going to die, or I was going to have to, like, or that I was going to kill myself or die or something. And let me explain that, because that sounds really weird, but I didn't know everything about it. I didn't, like, until I spoke to the doctors and asked a bunch of questions, I thought that it was something that could spread through touch and hug and things like that, but it's apparently kissing and sexual stuff, touching, you know, down below, which, like I said, I just kissed someone, which is a very, very, very low percentage, and the doctors have told me that I don't have it. They're both very, very confident, even though they can't test, but 2 doctors are very, very confident, and they didn't seem worried about it at all. What was I saying? But I was scared that, because I was believing that, I was scared that if I had it and I couldn't touch people again, I couldn't hug people again. Like, I'm a very affectionate person, and I like to hug people and show them. I would just want to, I just want to hug the world. I just want to love the world, and if I couldn't do that, I don't know how I can live, because it's not life. It would suck. It would really, really suck, and I think part of me was really scared about hurting the people I loved. And I know I don't have it. I know I've been told that by 2 doctors, but it keeps coming back up, so I'm gonna go and get some work done on this, because I'm so sick of feeling that way. I was scared that, I'm so paranoid with it, and I'm starting to get a little better with it. I am, but I was so scared to touch anybody or hug anybody, because I don't want to hurt my loved ones. I think the truth is, I'd rather die than risk the people I love, if that was what it was. And I was scared that it was going to come true, and that I wouldn't be able to hug people or touch people or show people how much I love them or give people hugs and comfort, and I didn't know what to do with that. And I'm really so fucking relieved that the chances are so slim, and that the doctors have said that confidently that I don't have it, and they don't seem worried about it at all, the two doctors I saw. But I know this needs work, and I know it's partly from the past life things, because at one point I was so convinced I was gonna die. I don't think that anymore. I don't think that I'm gonna die, because I don't think I do. But it's a lot. That on its own is a lot it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot of like trauma that's come up, and I've also realised I've kind of been drowning. It's like I've kind of been drowning, and I haven't been able to swim, and the universe has taught me lessons, a lot of lessons, which I'm grateful for, but it just sucks right now. The lessons about what's good for me, what's not good for me, what's good to have in my life and what's not. And it's teaching me a lot of lessons right now about trusting the universe and having faith that everything will be okay, and letting go of control, because I have a problem with that. I have a problem with just like letting go and trusting the universe and trusting in fate and like trusting that everything will be okay. And I've been really struggling with that, especially with everything going on. I just feel like I've kind of been drowning, and I want to fall so I can fly. Everything's been turned upside down. I want to make videos, and I want to do YouTube, and I want to pursue acting opportunities, and I want to start up my books again, and it's like I haven't been able to see my future. It's like it's dimmed me, it's dimmed my creativity, my passion, my spark. All of this, it's been weighing so much on me, and it's brought out it's brought out a lot of my faults and the parts about myself that I don't really like that much. Parts that I knew I had, but they've sort of all come to the surface, and I haven't been good for my friends. And I have apologised. I've been clingy and needy, and I'm trying not to like start attachments and things like that. I just feel like I'm drowning. I know I'm so sick of struggling. I just want to be okay. I'm glad that I can talk to you guys about all this. I know you guys understand why I haven't been like uploading and stuff. Oh, but I wanna heal this. I wanna heal all this. And that's not even the end of it. It's do I have anything I want to say about that? Let me just think for a second. Taught me lessons about that. Oh, I know I can't expect myself to be okay right now, and I'm not okay. I'm really not okay, and it's ick. There's so much fear and anxiety and worry and sadness and grief and upset, and it just feels like I'm drowning. It feels like I'm drowning, and I just want to swim. Having trouble seeing like my future and seeing my drive and motivation and seeing. I'm having trouble seeing all that, and at one point my basic needs were really shit. If you guys know what basic needs are, it's there's a few of them. There's like 7, I think, but if they're anything like 4 or below, they need attention. But 5, 7's good. They were like really low. They've gotten better. I discovered they have gotten better. I think they're mostly 6 and 7s now, maybe 1 or 2 5s. But like, I haven't felt safe. Everything's been turned kind of upside down. My stability has been bad, and safety, like security, and I've been so caught up in my own head and ruminating way too much, and it's just been making everything more anxious, more worried. And the only way I've been sort of coping right now is by getting out of my own head and like focusing on something else, distracting myself, and it's scary. I don't ever want like an STD or anything like that, and I've realised that I already kind of knew this, but I've been working on it a lot. I realised the level of this. I realised that I've got massive trust issues with men, and I think I'd given up hope, because I realised how much one day I want to get married and I want kids, and I think there's the sort of hopelessness element there. Like, maybe I don't think I'm gonna get those things, but I want those things. And at one point I think there was a second where I questioned like my sexuality because I've never really defined it, to be honest. And I've always been happy with that, but I do think that I am attracted to men. But I think part of me wishes I wasn't, because it would be so much easier. I don't have problems with women. I don't trust men. And I'm scared that I'll only ever be viewed as a sexual object. I'm scared that people won't respect me. I'm scared that I'll end up alone. I want a husband, I want kids one day. And I never realised till now how much I really wanted those things. I thought I'd be okay alone, but I'm not. I wouldn't be. And I'm not anywhere near ready for it yet. And I know that now. Because there's so much work to do on this, and I know that. I know that. Oh. It would just be so much easier. I'm so paranoid about, like, I realise sometimes if thoughts take, I mean, I know we all have random dark thoughts and stuff, but I realise sometimes, like, your thoughts about, like, men and stuff, or, I don't like to offend people, and one of those reasons is this mostly attributes to men, but one of those reasons is because, well, one, to be honest, I don't like hurting people or offending people. If I have to say something, I try and say it in the nicest way possible, because I don't like making people upset. That's not what I want to do. And I'm scared to open up to people, men in particular, because I'm scared that I'll be judged, or that I'll open up and trust somebody, and then it turns out I can't trust them and it'll just get taken away. And that they'll let me down. Well, there's a lot of work to do on this. Then I'm fiddling with my camera case. I wasn't sure whether to do this video or not, but I wanted to. I was just really scared to. I've got a lot of trust issues to work on, a lot of past life stuff to work on. I realised the past life stuff has been holding me back a lot, and you don't want no more. No more, because it's been holding me back in, like, sports and activities and climbing and stuff like that, and I didn't know what it was before, but I think now I do. Like, when I've been, say, skateboarding or climbing or whatever, I always get this fear. Like, I don't want to fall, and I can't let go of, like, the control of that. Like, to just let myself fall, or it's okay to not be okay kind of thing, because I always get so scared when I do that sort of stuff. There's like this, I want to do it, I want to do crazy things, and I want to skydive, and I want to bungee jump, and I want to, like, go, what's that one where you hold on to something in the back of the boat and go on the water. I want to do lots of crazy stuff like that, adrenaline fueled stuff, because I do like that stuff. And I want to climb, but I'm scared to. And there's always something holding me back from going faster, or climbing the way I want to, or like just going straight up and not being afraid to fall. And it's because I'm afraid to fall because I'm scared of getting hurt physically, because of what happened in my past life. I think that's why. I think anyway. And yeah. And I also realised that I've been holding back with opportunities because I don't trust them. Because of what happened in January. Wow, that was only January. It's been a long freaking year. Because of what happened in January with Untold Productions. If you haven't seen that, there's a whole video on that. But basically I got scammed going for what I wanted and that really knocked me back. And I'm scared about the opportunity, going for opportunities, because they may be a scam again, but then again maybe they're not, and sometimes you've got to take that risk. And that's really, really scary, but apparently lately it's all been about me facing my fears, so... And, one last thing. You guys probably know my granddad's not been well for a very long time. It seems that way, a few months now, and, he passed away a few days ago, I think, maybe a week ago now. He just passed away in sleep. I went and saw him over the weekend. Was it the weekend? Yeah, over the weekend. Last weekend. It was last Sunday, I think. Yeah, it was last Sunday he passed away. I went and saw him Saturday and we had missed it. It doesn't seem real still. I was there when he was gone. I saw his body, and I said everything I wanted to say to him. And told him I loved him. I said my goodbyes. And I was there when they took him away, the funeral people. His funeral's on the 20th. I haven't been very good to people like my friends, and I've been needy and clingy for all of this. Because I guess I don't know how to deal. I always figured it out, and I'm sure I will. Maybe I just need some help this time, but it's a lot, and I feel angry because I feel like everything else has blocked me from being able to grieve. I miss my granddad. We were really close. He was more like a father figure to me. And everything's upside down. Nan's here with us, staying at our house, which is understandable. I know it is, and I don't want to be selfish because everybody else is struggling too. My nan's lost the love of her life, her husband, and my mum's lost her dad. I can't help but think selfishly sometimes. It's not fair. Right before Christmas as well, and his funeral's on the 20th. I wanted so badly for him to make it to Boxing Day, so that my dad and him could have the diamond wedding anniversary. 60 years almost, they almost made it. And I wanted to make it to Christmas so that I could cook duck. I could cook dinner for everyone, and we'd have the whole family around theirs. And I'd make a really heartfelt present for him. I wanted to do one last nice thing for him, but now I'll never get to. I wanted to cook and for him to say that I was taking too long, or my food's alright. He never gives you a straight up compliment. If he tells you your food's alright, then it must be good. Oh, I could use that. I wanted him to criticise me for taking way too long. Where's my dinner? More than anything, it hurts that the last time I saw him, he wasn't himself. He hadn't been himself for a while. He'd been deteriorating, and he couldn't, he couldn't really move anymore. He couldn't walk. He couldn't walk, and he couldn't, go to the toilet, or, he needed constant care. And my granddad was so independent. He was a boxer, and he taught, he was a boxing coach. He trained Chris Eubanks Jr. He was in films. He was the ball boy at Wimbledon. And he did social care for ages. he did lead a really, really good life. He got 4 kids, like 10 grandkids and 10 great-grandkids. Like, no, 2 more great-grandkids on the way. My cousins have been twins, which is really sweet. And I just wish he'd be more himself towards the end. I'm glad that I went and saw him, but I wish that at the end I could have had the memory of him like he was. Independent and a old fool still trying to do stuff. I expect him to be like in his 20s, even though he was 70 something, 77 or something then. He was 80 when he went, which I suppose is a fair old age. Everything's just upside down right now. My nan's here and this house has been, it's not as bad anymore, but for the first like few days and stuff, the energy here has been so heavy and it's been suffocating. I've actually enjoyed like going to work and getting out of the environment. Like helps me, it clears my head, things don't seem like as bad. When I'm away from the house, things don't seem like to affect me as much, I guess. Everything seems a little calmer. And I wanna, it sucks that all this is right before Christmas because I wanted to vlog. And I wanted to do every day of Vlogmas like last year. And I was really excited to do that, to put the tree and the decorations up and to cook dinner for everybody. It was late night shopping the other day and on Thursday, it's Saturday today, and it was beautiful, it was lovely and decorated and had all the Christmas stuff going on, but it was too much. I wanna be excited for Christmas. I know everyone feels that way too, I know they do. It just sucks, the time of year just makes it extra suck. I'm glad he's not suffering though. I just hope that he's happy and at peace wherever he is. It still doesn't really seem real. I miss him so much. I expected him to. I don't know, it's like I still expect it to be a dream and him to like wake up and open his eyes because. And I hugged him and he was gone. I kept thinking that I saw his chest move or that I heard a noise in the back of his throat. I keep it, but still I really believe it. I had a dream the other day that he opened his eyes and it was all just a scare. It was all not real. So I'm in denial. I don't know how I'm gonna cope with the funeral. I don't know. I feel like I need to be strong for everybody else because they're struggling too. It's a really hard time for my family right now and for me too, and I'm having trouble doing anything else but all the shit that's going on at the moment. And I suppose I guess I've kind of lost myself and I'm trying to find myself again, but in the midst of everything, I just don't feel like myself. I made mistakes and have regrets. I mean, I think everybody does. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their flaws and their faults and things they do that maybe aren't so good, but I do love who I am. I do love myself, and I love who I am, faults and all. It's just really tough to face those sometimes when they all come up to the surface like that. And I guess I feel like I've lost myself. I don't feel myself right now, which I guess maybe is to be expected, but grief and all of this stuff going on, I mean, it affects people in all sorts of different ways. I don't feel myself in it. I just want to feel like myself again, you know? I don't feel like this person is me because I mean, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling with it all, and I do feel like I'm starting to get better with it. I don't know, but and I am gonna call up, well, and arrange to get like a hypnotherapy session or something going on like that and get some help with it. But I don't know, it's just I don't really feel myself. I don't feel like me right now. Because I know the real me, I just feel buried under everything, under the fear and the worry and the anxiety and the grief and the sadness and I'm blocked, and the real me, I don't feel like I'm this person. Or maybe right now I'm this person, and this person is part of who I am. Like I said, it seems to be all the hardest parts to face, all the faults, all the flaws that come up, and the grief and the sadness and the struggling, but me, I feel, yes, I am all those things. Those are my faults and they are part of me. I can be clingy, I can be needy, I can be selfish, I make mistakes, I have regrets, I can say harsh words sometimes that I don't mean. I think we're all guilty of these things sometimes. I can be way too hard on myself, and I think maybe I have been lately, more so. Like, I think I've been way too hard on myself lately. I don't know. I shouldn't expect myself to be okay, because I don't think any normal person would be okay with all this going on. I don't think any normal person would be okay in all of this, you know? But like, the real me is also bubbly and kind and sweet and loyal and motivated and determined and passionate and creative and strong and brave and all those things. And it's just really difficult at the moment. I'm trying to find those parts of myself again, because I've just been buried in all the bad, I guess, all the shit, all the stuff that's sort of like, the shit hit the fan, exploded and went everywhere, so to speak, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of stuff to work on here, and I really am trying. I'm trying to let go and, like, let go of control and trust the universe that everything's gonna be okay. It's just really hard. Really difficult, especially with everything going on. I'm just really struggling, to be honest, guys, at the moment. I'm just really struggling, and I think that's okay. I need to let myself know that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be okay. No one would be. But thank you guys for listening. I think that's all I have to say. It's been very crazy, hectic. And I think I'm starting to feel better about everything. But I know that stuff needs work, and I'm gonna work on it. It's just really difficult, and it's a lot of stuff to come up at once, and it's all right before Christmas, and I think I'm really overwhelmed with it, to be honest. So, but it always helps to be talking to you guys. So, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys understand all this, and at some point things will return to normal. Probably. At some point things will return to normal, but I don't know when that will be. It might be a while. I might start like doing an upload every so often or something, and just when I feel like it or whatever, and I don't know. But obviously with everything going on, I hope you guys understand that. But thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are, like, I'm so lucky to have you. I really am lucky to have you, and I'm lucky to have my family and the people around me. I mean, something that sort of gives me comfort and makes me sad at the same time is there are a lot of people out there whose lives really suck from the outside. Like, there's people far, far, far worse off, and I feel for those people. I'm really lucky to have everything I have, and it's good to remind yourself to be grateful for those things as well. So I'm really, really grateful for you guys and for my channel, and I still have not got around to the 100 subscribers video. I know we're on like 126 or something now, which is crazy. Thank you guys so freaking much. Eventually that will happen too, I promise. Plus I have possibly merch coming out, which I am excited about. Oh, that's release. Okay. But yeah, I'm happy about all that, and I'm really grateful for you guys. And this sounds really weird, but in midst of all the struggle, I am still having fun. I'm like spending time with my family and my mom and my dad and stuff, which is cool. Laughing over TV shows and things, playing games on my phone, which has been a real comfort to me lately. And I think the universe is trying to teach me some lessons about, like, dancing in the rain, even when there's a storm. Because that's a lesson I'm finding really hard to learn, and to just let go, but, like, you can heal and work on yourself and do all these things, but you need to be appreciative of the break in between, because healing is freaking intense. And also you need to learn how to find sort of your inner peace, the calm in the storm. You need to learn how to dance in the rain, kind of thing, if you see what I mean. When the storms are going and things are going what seems like to shit, dancing in the rain can really help. And I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to learn all of these lessons, and I am grateful and appreciative of them. And like I said, I really, really appreciate you guys, and I'm excited for the future. I am excited for my YouTube channel and my acting, and I might start up my stories again, because I've been getting signs about that lately. Well, synchronicities, if you guys know what those are. Just things that, like, keep coming up, like writing stuff, and well, maybe I should start my stories again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so freaking much. It's always great to talk to you. It always helps me, and I know I've been kind of nervous to talk about all of this. I've been kind of more uncomfortable talking about all of this than I have other stuff, and I'll be honest, this was really hard for me to let out there and talk to you guys about. It's probably the hardest thing I've had to talk to you guys about thus far. So I really appreciate you guys being there for me, and I just want you to know I am there for you too, even if it doesn't seem like it, or sometimes I don't know what I was saying then, but, like, I do try to support you guys as well, and I'm very, very grateful for all the support. But thank you guys so freaking much. I love you guys so freaking much. You guys are so freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm Megly, signing out. See you later, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye!